got 3 backpacks to look at today. These are from Shimoda, masters of like bag of usability. We've got a 28 liter, which also can come in 32. We've got a 22, sort of more features, and a 22 light, sort of less features. We've got multiple different kinds of straps. These are actually the women's strap that he sent me to compare. If you were a lady out there looking for a lightweight camera bag, this strap system is probably going to be one of your most comfortable in the market. They are all made with a Cordura recycled material, which apparently uses about 80% less energy to create. This Cordura's Recore material. 2 different feels for sure. This is more of like a standard lightweight nylon, which I'm kind of drawn to, but this has this beautiful texture, super durable feeling, definitely more structured, but still like roll it right up. Okay, I wanna walk you through every nook and cranny of these guys, starting with this one. But first, this episode is brought to you by Fume. Fume is an award-winning flavored air device. No nicotine, nothing besides just flavored air and a little bit of fidgeting, which is surprisingly useful depending on where you're at in your habit change journey. It's great for oral fixation and fidgeting. I'm using the crisp mint, which is very pepperminty, and it's amazing to me how much just the flavor and the actual having something can get me through some of those, I don't know, some of those moments. Over 500,000 people have already made the switch to Fume as part of their habit change journey. For a limited time, if you use my code in the description below or scan the QR code right here on the screen, you'll get a discount or a perk on the Journey Pack, which is like a little pack you get that lets you try these things out. Surprisingly well built, and I love this little magnetic holder thing. I just put it on my desk and it's right there when I need it. Shout out to Fume for sponsoring the channel, and please do use my link in the description. There's a code right there. Okay, should we do a little shift on our look here? I didn't even think about that. I didn't even think about that. Okay, 22 liter side light. Side, because these are designed to be not necessarily your main going out for weeks at a time, super outback kind of bags. They're like your side trips, your smaller kinds of things, right? Where you don't need all that bulk. And also because on all of them, your access into your camera and drone gear is here on the side instead of on the back. None of these have back access into your camera cube. Very exciting thing I want to show you about what's in that camera cube in a second. But first I want to highlight these straps. Here are the women's straps and here are the men's straps on a much bigger bag, which we're going to get to towards the end. I think it's just this curve right here. You can actually see that very clearly. I'm like integrating my feminine, but I'm a man, so I don't know how these straps I don't know how these straps are going to, but the truth is when I've used it, I haven't had any problems with them at all. I love Shimoda straps. We'll come back to this one in a bit. Shimoda straps like this changed my outlook on life. I've done huge expeditions with real camera gear and actual like far, far away from civilization outdoorsy stuff with Shimoda bags because I've fallen in love with how their straps feel on me. And this is a very like an ultralight version of that same kind of strap. I like it. Now, if I'm a lady, I mean, these are literally on my breasts, you know? But this comes in tighter. I mean, you're gonna look gorgeous in this thing. While we're here, just an innovative little pocket that this one like opens up. Has some, you can put your little water bottle in here, maybe a little bit of mesh that stretches, some, you know, power pebbles. My cousin talks about, she takes my daughter skiing sometimes. She always has some power pebbles. Skittles. I am drawn to the simplicity of this bag in particular, this Lite 22. Very simple. And yet, like I said in the intro, Shimoda are sort of masters of usability. I'm just, nothing about their bags at first glance makes me go like, damn, yes. And then I started using them. I don't know what it is that Ian and the team over there do or understand. You know, all of their marketing materials is like Ian, the founder, actually on mountains with the gear. I think that says something about why they're making so many decisions that when I start to use them, I'm like, oh, this is totally fine. 2 quick examples on this side pocket that your camera is on the other side, your camera insert. This big sort of meshy guy, sort of designed, you can tell, for a water bottle maybe, except for the fact that there's a water bottle pocket here on the outside with a strap so you can put in your tripod. It didn't need to be more than this. And then secondly, this will blow your mind if you're used to this kind of thing. Where is it? There it is. See how it locks in? There is a very strong magnet on this hip strap, both sides, and it just holds those straps back when you don't need them. You don't want them flopping around. Say you're, I don't know, like, I don't know. I don't know if I'd use it. But when I found out about it, I was like, that's brilliant. By the way, another little detail. This is a little strap that I can put this hip strap through so it's pulling from the sides of the bag instead of just around me. 2 different modes of carry, depending on how you prefer it. Just a little bit of breathability, and honestly, just enough, right? You got that same kind of mesh here on the underside of the strap, but this is just enough to keep this part off of my back and give me some breathability. Another thing, these zippers over here, there's nothing in the way of these zippers. You don't have to get underneath or around a strap or unclip anything to get into here. You'll be surprised how many times when you're opening your camera bag and you're getting into, there's like things you have to go around or unclip to actually open it. Also, everything here is designed to be accessed on the body from the side. Then in here, I have to show you something. This is a modular bag. This is a sling, a medium sling. They have 3. Here is the small, okay? This I would love to strap on between my straps on a backpack like this for my quick access up front, potentially. And then here is the large, which goes into the 28 liter, I believe. Open up at the bottom to get bigger. What? This is built into my bag. It's where I have all my stuff. Then if I need to do a day trip and I just feel tired of the bag, and sometimes, you know, you feel like tired of the bag, you just want to switch it up. You just want to do something different. This thing folds down like so. You've got a sling built into your bag. All of these extend out the bottom like that. All of them have some attachment points at the back. They have some, this can slide onto your hip belt. This little guy over here is for when you're putting it on a hip belt, and there's some hip belts that they make that have a segment on the sides, so you can clip this into one of those segments as like a security latch. And then inside, this whole thing is sort of like hook and loop material. This is they have white on the inside of this one and blue on some of the others. It comes with a little strap for clipping on, so you can do over the shoulder. And then you've got some simple, quite padded though. Like very padded. See these little gussets in here? These little like corner bibbins thing. Just a nice little detail that's happening here as well. This like slightly rounded gives it some structure when you open it up. And to give you some sense of size here, here's my phone, my iPhone 15 Pro Max next to this medium one. Because this bag is floppy and sloppy, you just kind of can throw this in like that, get it loosely organized, and then the only thing that holds it into place is this little condom on this side over here that Velcros on to that guy. Soft, cushioned padding, so it's not like a big rigid thing, okay? But from the side here with one open door, now I have access to that whole thing. And when I get to where I'm going, I've got a sling if I need it. I'm talking you quite a bit through this one because a lot of the features are the same on the others. Roll top here, you also have a zipper that gets you into your roll top compartment, which is brilliant, except for the fact that this clip, nice magnetic clip that just comes off one fingered if you want, is over and around that zipper, right? So I can zip this close, like I'm basically trying to get used to going through that, and then I've got access to my snacks. But what I love about this roll top is there's basically a drawer in there. At the top of the camera cube, there is a Velcroed piece of thin, durable material that like kind of is shaped like a bucket. So inside of here, you've got all of this capacity that is on top of this. If you take this out, you can take out that Velcroed in bucket if you wanted. So you just have this entire capacity of the bag. But I like bucket style top drawer bags personally a lot. That's where my headphones go. That's typically where my tech goes. It's awesome. So this one doesn't have a laptop compartment set out for separately. The others do, okay? But it does have what I call my top flop, my front flopper. My front flopper. I don't know if you've used one of these ultralight bags and been out in the wilderness, but like this pocket ends up being excellent. They do make rain flies for this. This would gather a lot of rain. I don't know if there's any drains down there, but when you're really out hiking and you have a super lightweight bag with extremely comfortable straps, you're just throwing whatever you need to into that thing. Like that's where the Nalgene goes, or that's where whatever. Handles on the top and bottom of all of these. Okay, let's look at this side street 22, okay? One step up, a little bit more organized. Again, this is with a different material, that kind of coyote brown or whatever. You have a front pocket that's added. You don't have the front flopper. You do still have this side pocket where I've thrown the hip straps that obviously come off. You'll see that it's a little bit more of a structured material, this. So zipping those up is slightly different. Because it's more structured, it's just holding itself against that zipper pull a little bit better. Water bottle pockets and accessory straps, your doorway into your camera here as well. Okay, opening up. By the way, I like these little nylon webbing zip pulls with some bar tacking. Inside here, you've got your camera cube, just like the other one, same size. They obviously make that camera cube in the same coyote brown. You've got the same open here that goes underneath this flap, except for there's a difference. This is your laptop compartment, okay? Which you can access from the top of the bag all the way down, or right through here. Like an urban, normal sort of everyday life kind of point of view, normal straps. Normal, like I could go out in the wilderness, or I could just be, go into a cafe. Quite padded, these straps are. Quite padded. This material feels very durable. This whole bag feels like you feel very comfortable just throwing this down on the ground, on the dirt. This whole face just like I have nothing to worry about. Again, these are called the side somethings, right? Because your access to your camera is on the side, and pocket here is oriented this way. This is your passport or phone or whatever, depending on where you're traveling. By the way, on these we have magnetic sternum strap, adjustable, big piping to adjust it, like a very long throw on that. All metal hardware, surprisingly high quality. This feels really good. The like little Hypalon kind of tab pulls at the bottom of their straps all over the place. Load adjusters on all of these as well. Okay, then we have the big boy. This is the 28. They call it the Side Country. This is their flagship for this series. This is the one with the most bells and whistles and most features. 28, also available in a 32. Also available with women's straps. Need to take a little break. Okay, what do I like about this thing so much? First and foremost, the straps. Hip straps if you're going out into the wilderness. I just love the comfort of these straps. Noticeably bigger side access doors. This is, I believe, a medium cube, and you can fit the large cube in there. Open up the large and toss that. Oh yeah, I like this a lot better. It fills up this whole door capacity, right? So obviously if you don't need that much camera gear, then you don't need that. And it's nice that you can put the medium in here as well and have more space because of this little sack bag that comes from the top. That's keeping any of your stuff from falling around the outsides of this thing. So this expands based on how much you're using or not using with the camera cube. But I even just like the blue color in here with their super cushy padding. Again, when you put on these straps, you're going to feel it the moment you do. You're like, oh, damn, I like that a lot. That feels really good. Why haven't I done this before? I don't know. Does it look funky? Do I look too Indiana Jones? Also, throwing in my meat stick, okay? Bursky. I will link to this below. This is by far my new favorite meat stick. It has heart and liver in it, a little bit. What do I do with this? Throw my linear. Fuck it, dude. It's gonna be melted by the time I get there. Then, like I said, everything's oriented towards the side. So I got my camera here. I've got this guy here. On this side, same with the bigger door, okay? Same with this thing, but we do have a little zipper guy right here. Okay, I missed that on the other ones. Okay, there's a zipper on this side so you can keep some stuff thrown away. That's the same size, by the way. Notice how it doesn't go all the way down. On this one, we do not have like G hooks. We have actual clippy cloppies right here. We also don't have a water bottle pocket on this side or this side. Instead, we've got two accessory straps on both sides. So this thing kind of needs to be your water bottle over here. You do have a cable pass through to get inside the bag from here. Now, a very different top on this. Okay, you've got two things going on. Number one, big old flop. Big old flop with your laptop right here. Okay, comes in and out on the front of the bag with a flapper over. Then you've got your clip together roll top. The other ones were not like that. Open up, darkness, bunch of space, right? Lots of space. Cannot get to my laptop from this side. Roll it down, clip it together to keep it out of the way. You do have an extra admin pocket. This is not into the main bucket. This is a separate pocket with a little bit of admin in here. To get into this, you've got a zipper and then a clipper. Has a rain fly inside. I don't know if it comes with it. By the way, they do also have this middle size one in a 28 liter. Okay, so all these same features in the same size as this. I think I would go 28 liter. Personally, well, I mean, unless you want a really ultralight. If you want just the ultralight, lightest weight thing, this thing's rad. Especially if you just need like a quick little hiking bag to throw a drone in or your camera or something like that. Even if you didn't have the camera cube in there, you'd be stoked. This in either the 22 or the 28 versus this in the 28. The 32 would be big. I mean, you're traveling in that thing. I'm drawn to this for some. I'm drawn to this one. There's something unique about this top thing. The truth is I have to open that up and then open the roll top. This, I just have to open the roll top, or I've got my zipper right here. I can reach the laptop or the main compartment from there. I'm not crazy about roll tops because there's so much work involved. I just want to open this, and because it has a strap there, I've got a fucking strap there. However, it's hard to argue with the expandability that it gets you. And when you're talking about an outdoorsy, capable bag that you can expand or contract based on what you have in it, that you can go travel with and then pick up something there, your bag can get a little bit bigger, and then you come back. A bag like this, 28 liters, which I've got like my minimal essential camera stuff and then clothing on top, you know, and then a sling when I get there if I don't want to take out the whole backpack, or I pull all this out and I just have a backpack that's, sure, it's 28 liters tall, but once you pull this stuff out, it flops. It's floppy. It doesn't look super huge. So you can use it as a day bag easily with some of the most comfortable straps you'll ever wear in your life. That's my take on that. Should we do a quick little ramble? I don't know if you worry too much or not enough about the future. I find that some people worry too much about the future. I oftentimes am in that boat where I'm high neuroticism around uncertainty, confusion, fear, dread about the future. And thinking too much about the future can inhibit me from making decent decisions in the present. I also know some people who do not worry enough about the future. Wouldn't kill you to consider the impact of that decision. I think I've also been this guy too. So is it kind of like a damned if you do and damned if you don't sort of thing? That if you think too much about the future, you're damned. If you don't think enough about the future, you're damned. Here's a few interesting quotes on this topic. Number one, Jesus, don't worry about tomorrow. Tomorrow will worry about itself. Each day has enough trouble of its own. Or Seneca, we struggle more often in imagination than in reality. What do I get out of worrying about the future? Or not thinking about it, not being conscientious about it. What do I get out of it? I mean, would you pause for a second and just think about that question? What do you get out of it? If you're worrying too much or you're not worrying enough, do you know? Can you pause, whichever one you are? What do you get out of it? What does it do for you? When I worry about the future, I get to feel like I'm honorable, trustworthy. I'm like I'm a good boy. When I don't worry about the future, I get to feel sort of devil-may-care, free. Like I don't have to hold the world together with my intelligence or intention or responsibility. What do you get out of it? What does it do for you? Put it in the comments. I'm curious. I don't know. This is an exploration. Did you think I knew? Did you think I knew? No way. I don't know. There's something about travel that makes that question really tantalizing, because when you're traveling, obviously these aren't travel bags, these are but going out on a day hike, a long day hike where you're doing a mountaintop and back or something, having what you need, planning a little bit, just enough to get there. And I like that a bag gives me the starting point of what I'm bringing with me. And it defines the spaces I have to bring it. It's poetic, it's beautiful, it's philosophical. And then you're enabling yourself to actually do something. So that question about, am I thinking too much or not enough, is so perfectly practical when you get to go do something with it, right? These are bags designed to do something. And I love that. I will rep products like that all my life, you know? Because get out there, go do something. Get this and go urban exploring. Go to Japan. Go to frickin' Singapore while you're on that side of the world, and maybe you head to Melbourne as well on your way home, right? Whatever, I don't know. Grab this guy and do actual day hikes with a drone. Get a drone, and now you're gonna go I'm gonna do landscape dronography, right? Do something. That's what I like about gear like this. All right, that's it from me. Find care, take care, serve hard, dig in, be yourself. Because everyone else is taken. What other choice do you have? Hopefully you got some friends in your lives that help you feel comfortable to reveal yourself with. Join a men's group. Bye.